He's here to entertain you. I give you Mr. Gordon Strachan, OBE!
Go. You got that? Yeah? Now you can see why I picked so many shit players. I've got glasses in the Scotland squad. What was I going to say? Yeah, first of all, I'll be serious about this. I'm a big into sport with kids, and tonight it's unbelievable that you're actually raising money for kids, because I do believe every kid can play a sport. So the more associations we have, the better it is for them, because I do believe that once a kid finds a sport, that's going to change them for life, and it's better for everybody if one kid can find a sport. There's one out there for them. Make sure that you allow your doors to be open, that these kids can find that sport for themselves. And the OBE stands for Out Before Easter. I'm not going to tell it. Great to see Doddy. I'm a huge fan, like everybody else. He's one of these special people in Scotland. He's up there with the Billy Conleys and things like that. Matter of fact, he dresses like Billy Conley as well. I didn't know MND had a side effect. He had a shit dress sense. It's great that you can come up here and move back up here, and I'm seeing people I've never seen before. Big Ian McDonald was the centre half at. Well, it pretended to be a centre half every now and then, it's St Johnstone. And Hamish McAlpine over there. Yeah. If you remember rightly, Hamish became the Scottish Player of the Year in 1985. I helped him. I must have helped the Old Trafford where they had a great night. Missed a few sitters, he saved them, so didn't I do well for you? Yeah. The biggest surprise of the night is Eric Ferguson. I thought you were dead, Eric. Well, I'm coming out of Eric was a physio at Dundee with me in 1972. That man could smoke, drink and womanize. So how you're still alive, Eric, I will never know. He's the only physio in the world that could treat you with a fag in one hand and send you on you go, and you're alright. Matter of fact, I was second one afternoon, went back to training because he was cheating on greyhound. And so anyway, listen, it was good evening. Also, that it's also reassuring to know that 50% of everybody, males over 60 tonight, have been out with my wife. Thank you. It'll be a conversation when I get home tonight. There's no easy doing after dinner circuit now, because you can't speak about anybody. What's so authoritative, really. You can't speak about anything religion, you're a fat wild, and yeah. Matter of fact, I have a lot about ladies' football and rugby. Scrapped that because I didn't know they were doing so well. So I need to move quickly by that because I've become a sexist. Need to watch for homophobia. Racist is not a problem because I'm one now. I was there in April, I become a racist on Sky Telly. So I'm okay to have a go at anybody of a different culture. So all we're left with now, when you think about it, is Irish, Scots and ginger-headed people. So here we go. I'm your man for the night, let's have a laugh at me. Now usually when I go about it's questions about different people, they all want to speak about, because when you go to certain areas you have to get certain things that people want to talk about. But everywhere I go in the world it's basically, what's Sir Alex like? We'll go into that later on when my lawyer arrives. I've got to check when I'm speaking so the tin heat doesn't come from me. And you've also got Eric Cantona. People want to speak about this man here, the philosopher, the Frenchman. It's funny, the French accent, all the ladies love it, don't they? And I know, yes, you went, yes, they know they're going to speak to him. And also, if you speak shite, you're a philosopher. If you speak shite in Scotland, you're Rapsy Nisbet. So that's people like to talk about Middlesbrough, I don't. My wife hates this, but I keep going to the Apple store and asking for a genius. Are you a genius? Yeah. I go, what the fuck was I doing in Middlesbrough? And anybody that knows me, any of the kids just go, money? I went, I suppose you're right. And then there's another top one who I work with. I'm managed, it's the one before that actually, there isn't matter, there's one off Roy Keane. And people ask you what Roy Keane's like. Let's keep going. That's me talking about here. Ah, well, you fucked up, it's your fault. Thanks, Alec, we've just done this. So anyway, it's usually Roy Keane. And Roy and the guys were asking me here tonight, do you have a problem pictures taken? I went, no, I love it. You meet people. It's great. How you doing? How you keeping? As long as I'm not too big, it's okay. But I'll give you advice. Do not ask Roy Keane for a photo. You know, for the most surprising time you'll ever get in your life. Because people say that deep down inside you there's a decent person. Well, no, deep down inside Roy, there's an actual devil. And I went to Poland with him once, and I know fine well he hates anybody asking for his autograph. Anybody tried it, you know what it's like. So I was sitting at the breakfast table, just me and him, romantic table for two, and there was a Polish kid in Man United kit, and you could see him waiting to speak to Roy. I play for Man United, but it's not really interested in me. It's Roy. And Roy's having his breakfast. I can see the kid sweating. He's what he got to speak to Roy. Now I've got a problem now, because when he comes over here, he's got to ask me just out of courtesy for an autograph. But I know Roy thinks that anybody who gives autographs away at a dinner table is a dick. And I went. So as he comes across, I thought, shit, go away, son. Because I know what's going to happen here. And he comes to me first. Can you get your autograph, Mr. Strachan? So I look at Roy. Roy's looking at me going, dick. So I went for the dick option. I went, yes, I'll play that. There you are, sir. Mr. Keane, could I have your autograph, please? He was very polite. I'm having my breakfast. We boys now sweating buckets. Can I have your autograph? It's the only time we'll see you. I'm having my breakfast. Wee boy sweating buckets. He thought it was a joke at this point, the wee boy. No, I'm having my breakfast. Go away. I felt so sorry for that guy. I really did. Until I met Gareth Southgate 2 days later. Because I told him this story. And he was in the same predicament when it comes to photos and autographs. Because he's like, somebody speaks to him first. I'm a dick. He said to me, I was in Warsaw shopping. Because we were in there for the TV. And Gareth had been looking at a shop window, and Roy's around the corner. And the people come up to Gareth. Gareth, can we get your picture taken? Certainly, no problem. Here you go, boys. But they turn around and see Roy and go, Roy, can we get your picture? And Roy just come around the corner and went, why? And the two boys were, we're Man United supporters. You're my hero. It's the only chance we'll ever get to see you. Then he turns to Gareth and went, why do they want my fucking picture? And Gareth went, I don't know. And he says, I'll ask you again, why do you want my picture? He said, well, to show people that I've met you. Just fucking tell them you met me. And he walks away. I'm in the airport next again day, two guys come up to me and said, God, can you get a picture taken with you? Certainly. He went, thank Christ for that. I've just met, I know who you've met. I know who you've met. Other thing to talk about this managing Celtic, the stress that goes along with managing Celtic. I've no started yet. And it is a big club, it's stressful. But that was okay because there's expectations when managers go there. When Brendan Rodgers went there, there was 20,000 people there. I had 19 out the front door when I came to Celtic. They were underwhelmed that I was there, the Celtic supporters. And it took a wee while to get going. Matter of fact, it never got going. Because the day I left, nickname is always, because there's nicknames for football managers, there's a Professor Arsene Wenger, and the special one with Mourinho. At Celtic, I was the ball bag. But that first day there, that I got there, just where the welcome was, everybody asked for a picture, don't they? And to be fair, they try and take the picture, it doesn't work. And they're getting that smile. No, you beat somebody else. Then you get another moron who's trying to he started to fuck about with it. Then he gets at somebody else. So it takes ages. But the guy who was standing beside me went, come on, smile. I said, okay. He said, you're no bad, but you're not as good as Mark O'Neill. And there was another one that come. We used to do it at Celtic. There's tours of Celtic. And you'd be walking through the dressing room, there's people walking down, there's this kind of lot going through, playing all the diddly dee music as we're going along. Here we go, hail going, aye, hail, hail. And hail, yeah, good. It's the fucking Aberdeen, what's the hail, hail bit? So the guy comes up to me and says, can I get your picture? Certainly. But I was away talking to the first team. I think the first couple of weeks there, then I'm nowhere again yet. So here we go. So again, he gives it his missus. She's farting about it. And the exact words went, hurry up, he's liable to get sacked in the morning. Threw him at the door. I was actually throwing him at the door. His missus is taking pictures and he's looking like that. The guy's running at the door. But it was a fantastic place to be honest with you, Celtic. And not just being there, I met just the most wonderful man in Tommy Burns. That's him there. If you've never met him, you've missed it, because he was the kindest, funniest man you've ever met in your life. But unfortunately, do you want to go to the next slide, Alec? I've no idea what we're doing here. Really, a first league manager of Celtic assistant shouldn't be doing that. I'm not really sure what we're doing, but it makes me laugh. Anyway, he used to make me laugh, but all the wrong times. And he used to have a habit of doing that, coming across to speak to me like that. I'll show you, we played Manchester United. I hope this helps you to try and get the atmosphere. We're playing Man United, so Sir Alex is against me. He's desperate to give me a real good pummeling. And it's 1-1 at the time. You want to play the footage of this? Now, I'll show you what's going on. This is against Man United. And Man United, with 15 minutes to go, the forward line is Berbatov, Tevez, Giggs and Rooney. I had a guy called Killian Sheridan playing up front for me. And as you can see, we're hanging on for grim death there. And so I have to take Killian off because he's tired. And I put a guy called Ben Hutchison on. You remember Ben? I forgot about it until somebody went up. So we're hanging on for grim death. So if you just leave it at that, Alex, that's fine. So at that point, with 10 minutes to go, I'm doing the hand signal thing. But I was doing it anyway. I was doing this and that, and it goes, easy up, ain't that. So my sister comes up and says, what are you doing? Gary Pendry, because he was always like, what are you doing? No God. I said, I'm just doing it because it looks no bad if I do it. I've really no got a fucking clue what to do. So, Tommy always went down this end and here, and he's standing. But the fans, because they thought I was a nugget, and useless, and no one of them, Tommy used to stride across like that. And I could see the crowd thought, there's Tommy to tell that nugget what to do. Oh, but when you go, Tommy, tell that clown what to do, the ball bag. So Tommy comes across to me as he walks across, and you'll see it in the TV, I've got it in the telly somewhere. And he went, and he always did this, he did it before anybody does now. As I said, he was stupid, and he went, I said, Tommy, have you got anything in your locker? What can we do here? Oh, he says, no, you're fucked. He says, it gets worse. And he went, I said, what's that? He says, the blind punters are getting you sick of that. Well, and there's a guy, they're defending down there for grim death. He's got, get them out the box, Strachan, get them out. fucking useless. And his dog's actually going, fucking shit. I said, tell him I've defended the other end. So tell him he's going mad. So he did stupid things like that, all at the wrong time. Ended up 1-1. How we got a 1-1, I will never know. Which upsets Sir Alec again. Because we beat them the year before, 2-1. Good. But we went to Barcelona next again year, and he's at it again. But before we did that, we played them at home. And that's the first time in the British public I've seen Messi live playing on the telly. He's seen him, but he's never played in the UK. I never really seen him. What an eye-opener. What an eye-opener for a left-back as well, and the right-back, and the centre-half, and it was called tiki-taki football, if you remember. And we knew they were a special team, and they were magnificent. And their midfield was Yaya Toure, Iniesta, and Xavi. No bad. I just Paul Hartley and Barry Robson. And I asked McDonald to drop in at times to give him a hand. That didn't work either. And after about, we scored first, by the way. Couldn't believe it. Stood there like that, thinking I knew what I was doing. Yes. So, Jan Venning Heston scored it. Barry Robson scored as well. But after about 35 minutes, they're playing the ball about. We've never seen this before. Bang, bang, bang. Beating players. Messi beating a couple of players. Back again. Bang, bang, bang. Ronaldinho's over this side. There's a kid before in the corner week called Paul Caddis playing against Ronaldinho. He's sweating buckets, something. It's going to be a hard night. Terry Henry up front. So it's Yaya Toure. So the passing of it, it's magnificent. And Barry Robson and Paul Hartley are running about. And I remember Barry shouting to me, Gaffer, what did we do? And I went, fuck knows, I've never seen that. I said, this is absolutely tremendous. Just keep running about, Barry, you'll be fine. Wonderful, pick somebody, do something, help us something. Alright, and away he goes. So that was the first leg. So we got beat 3-2, which was bad considering that we're not very good. And they're brilliant. So we get out of there, one goal down. And I did a team talk, we've all had it before. Keep it tight. Let's frustrate them for the first half an hour. Let the crowd turn on them. You ever seen the Spanish crowd? Yes, I go. I only go. That's like that. They don't turn on anybody. So, I did all the speech. Go on, lads, this is the place to play. You're brilliant here. This is different class. Trust each other. We've got him. We've got that one. We'll stand up there. You'll be heroes tonight. Wonderful. Another one. Yes, let's fucking get out there. Sort them out. Messi, Iniesta, Xavi. Eto's playing tonight. Shite. And you give them all that shite, and then you say to the coach, he's one of your lucky jerseys, would you? Because this lot of crap. And so, it starts. All rolls. Back there. Coach of Barcelona back for it in midfield, and Xavi, Iniesta, they have a touch. We're looking at them. Lovely. And we'll scrunch it. Goes out wide. Messi crosses. Eto, 45 seconds, 1-0. Our team speeds up with. And then he gets up again, Tom. The crowd are thinking, there he's got to help Gordon out again. And I seen him coming, I thought, it's not the time to be funny at night, Tom. I've got another 90 minutes of this shite. What you got to say? He went, I'll just see if there's a trapdoor out of here. And to be fair, there was a God that night, because Messi pulled his hamstring after 25 minutes. You went, unlucky you man, away you go. Brilliant. And he went to become the best player the world's ever seen. But Johnny was fantastic. this stuff, and he does it even. I have to go to John Hartson now, because John Hartson got a big part to play in this next Tommy Burns nonsense. John Hartson, you remember the, I don't know if he was there. John Hartson was kind of returned, to say the least, John. And I have no idea, that's the most I've seen John doing ever. How do you got up that height? But what a wonderful man. He was the fittest professional, apart from a guy I had in Middlesbrough. He was the most fit professional, a lovely man. And you do a thing called the bleep test. If anybody did the fitness test, where you run it, beat, you get back again, beat, and you go certain levels, it gets harder and harder as you go along. And you keep going. Now the average one for that is about 14, level 14. Am I right, Sportsman? Something like that. So John could always sniff the bleep test coming because it's very hard. So John could sniff it the day before, and then the next again day, John would go to just feeling that guy. We'll try and get him again. Next again, feel a bit of caffeine, Guffin. Right, John, but you're going to get annoyed, but I did it, and you know, you might have about 3 days rest after that. I thought, I've got to get him, I've got to find out how fit he is. And we did it on a Friday before again, and you never do that. But I just wanted to get the bleep test. So on Friday, John knows that she's on a small side again, bit of giggle, set place. So we're at Celtic Park, and John comes in like, what's the team today, boys? Let's go. And he gets there, and I went, over there, bleep test. Oh, and he goes up there. So I'm speaking to a boy called Craig Beattie, and the rest of them were all doing a warm-up. I says, how do you think he'll get on? So he thought that I was about 14. And I said to Craig, I think he'll get 10, level 10. And Beach went, I said, bet you 100 quid. Okay. So off he goes, John. And he doesn't bother John, he just doesn't bother him. Yes, and he's waving to people he's doing. He got to level 8. Which I did say to John, I said, John, level 8 probably gets you a disabled sticker. And John's reply to that was, brilliant, I can get parked close at the pubs now. But the reason I tell you about this is, we played Falkirk. So John's level 8, so we played Falkirk. We 1-0 up. I thought I'd have to change it. John is now bordering on level 8. His arse is hanging away down here. He's knackered, his strips out there, he's sweating buckets. He's not really ran either. But it's 1-0, it's poured the range, about 60 minutes. I thought, I'll get him off. So I said to Sean Maloney, Sean, on you come, son. Do that bit. I want you to do this. Do the same as John, but fucking quicker. Okay, run about. Right, guy, brilliant. So, on you go, son. So I've turned to say something to somebody, there you go, that's it, like. Good, it's 1-0 in a cup tie. Turn back round. And Chris Sutton's sitting there. I said, what are you doing there? This is a bundle of laughs, as you know. Fucking face is like thunder. And what are you doing there? He said, you took me off. I did not. You took me off. I look at in there, and John and Sean Maloney, Sean's going, 55,000 people wonder what they do. They're pointing at each other. And I said to the guy, what happened there? He says, and Tom's along at the end, he's just fucking laughing. He's getting along the subway. He's getting away. He was loved by everybody. We had and this is different from Glasgow, we had a laundry lady, and Tom, she was called Angie, unfortunately passed away, great character, and we played with Rangers, we had to beat them twice in 2 weeks to win the league. Tom had done a wee nice article on how the Celtic and Rangers supporters should get on with each other, understand their problems, share, charity work and all the rest of it. Very commendable. And then my first team talk about 15 minutes to go, or 10 minutes just before they go out the door, the guys were like, you do this kind of around. I was a way to start it. But Angie, who the laundry room was there, and she had to get over there through the dressing, she comes through the door, typical Glasgow woman, Tommy, seen that stuff in the paper this morning? What's a heap of shite? Gets it right up them, lads. So That's it, boy, 4 lines it. The door like that. Yeah. Anyway, I started here at Dundee. David White. When somebody's asking me how my career went, well, my first game was against Dundee United. I don't know if Hamish was playing. I was 15-year-olds in a reserve game. In a New Year's Eve thing. There was about 11,000 people there. And that was my first game and I got sent off. Because Hamish will tell me there were twins called Joe and Sandy White. Remember them? Anybody remember these guys? They weren't bad players. Left winger, left back. And I kept playing. One kicked me, the other one kicked me. I kept getting kicked all night. It was 1-1 with 10 minutes to go. And suddenly one of them walloped me. I jumped up and went, the two of them are staring at me. Should have just kicked one and hit the other. And that was me, 15-year-old, getting sent off. But I must admit that I loved every minute of being in Dundee. I learned so many bad habits here, it was unbelievable. Seriously, as many people see me in the handsome cab in the early 70s will probably remember that. Back to Glams, didn't know what the Glams was like at the time, wondering why I was getting chatting up with all these guys. Oh, you like that one here? Aye, good. Come with me, son. Ah, you sure? Because I used to get into pubs when I was 15. And I was the smallest one in our group. With Alec Caldwell, George Mackey, Graham Payne used to drink with us, what a wonderful footballer. We all used to go together, but I kept getting served at the bar. Then I realised what it was. I had this face when I was 15. I'm just grown into it now. So I actually looked like a hobbit when I was getting served in a handsome car. I got served no bother. I made my debut for Aberdeen at Tannadice. But fortunately, my wife lived in Strathmartin Hospital. Not just a patient, my dad worked there, but I knew all the patients. And when I made my debut at the tunnel, I was standing there, Willie Muller, Willie Garden and myself. There was a tunnel there, but the patients used to get tickets, 40 tickets from Dundee United in Dundee, if you remember. Yeah. So I was starting to go out, really nervous, Willie, got at the tunnel, they're all there, all the patients. Hey! Well done! Oh, yes! And all this in shapes and sizes. There was nice mates you've got there. And you wouldn't get away with this now because Eric will tell you at Strathmartin, we used to train up there. We used to put the patients in the wall, practice field. I know, it's in back. I'd be in jail now. So the rest is. But that happened because it's fucking guys at 6 foot fucking 7, midgets, fucking women in the wall. Fucking wallop. He did not move, no matter how hard they hit that ball. I am embarrassed, I will tell you because hopefully nobody's filming this. There we go now. Right. Go on here. Right. I went to Aberdeen and when I got there I was shite. I was one of the, you probably did supporters. I got there, it was horrendous and I really was bad. I was, you know when you're naming the team, it's number 6, number 5, Willie Garner, number 6, Willie Miller, number 7, Gordon Strachan. Oh, for fuck. It was horrible because it tested me as a player because you've probably seen it when you're a supporter. Your worst players out here, your best players hit a lovely, lovely ball to them. But you know the player's got to cock it up. So as the ball's travelling through the air, I'm the player who's got to cock it up because I'm playing shit. I can hear this, oh for fuck's sake, what's he got to do? Oh, what? And you miss control or something like that. What's this about if it's a short pass, bang? You couldn't get the booze in. Go quick enough for that, wouldn't you? Off I go. So I played really badly for a time. So, and people will tell you that we did get on very well, me and Alex to start with, and we are best mates again now. Because I wouldn't bring it up if we weren't. I won't talk about anybody, I don't respect them. So, if you just pause that there just now, we played a place called Dundee Protesting, and we were 3-0 up for the first leg, a really good Aberdeen side. And we had to go to Protesting to Romania, which is in Transylvania, which 40 years ago was a hell of a place to go and play football. It was an army-based place, blah blah blah. And we normally played this system here, if you can see at the back. It was like Peter Weir played out the wing, I tucked in number 7 about here. Mark McGee, Eric Black, 2 midfield players. And the selects decided that we try something different. You know, he decided on the morning of the game that we were going to play 4-3-3. I'd never played wide in my life. And I was number 7 here, down here. The bench was here with Sir Alex, and the subs and Archie Knox. Yes, Archie Knox. So, the game starts, and I'm number 7. Not got a clue what I'm doing, right? I'm running up down beside there. That's me running up down, not got a clue what I'm doing. Fergie's shouting, go inside, tell McGee to clear there, tell Weir to come in. I kept looking, but don't know what to do. So I'm back and forward. He said, Strachan, you've got 10 minutes, you don't do it, you're coming off. I just kept looking at him, aye, alright. And then there, and I get to this point, stop here just now, will you? You can stop there. At that point, I got fed up after 35 minutes. And as I was jogging back and forward, Strachan, you got 10, oh, right, okay. You're fucking hopeless, I've got 10 minutes, right, okay. So I turned and I went, it's no us, your tactics are shite. And I couldn't stop the words coming out of my mouth. I went, what have you done, you lunatic? He went in that position, you know when he spits, he goes, and he gets his heat, he goes up purple, and his hair goes up a wee bit. I shite myself for the rest of the game. So I know I'm going to be in trouble. But I seen Archie Knox at that time going, oh. The rest of the players are laughing, but what happens at half time? The tunnel is down at the end here, right at the end, the tunnel's at the corner, a bit like Tannadice. If you let it run on again, Alex, that's me going towards the tunnel, but I know I'm going to get the biggest bollocking of all time. Right, so piss off back the way, and I go and speak to the ref. I'm stalling at this point. The rest of the team, they're gone in now. I go and see Jim Layton, tell him he's looking good. Well, obviously that's a lie. So they all go in. I make my way across the other end of the pitch. And I speak to a ball boy. I'll get in trouble now for that. Speak to a ball boy, he's only 15. Probably some chocolates after the game. And then I start making my way in. But at that time, you're really thinking, I'm in trouble here. And we used to do something in Aberdeen, if you just stop it there just now, Alex, that'd be great. It was like time. You always remember the thing you did just before half time. And nothing was going to change his mind. It was 10 minutes of people messing up at that point. Nothing was going to change his mind. I was in for it. And things could happen, as you say, things like this might happen. It might suddenly throw him. If you let go. I don't know if you people up there can see it. I'm trying to be best. So something like this would, and you're hoping that somebody will mess up. This is Aberdeen, away from home. Cross. Boogaroo goes in, misses it for 5 yards. You think, great, he's took the pressure off me, Fergie will go for him. Or this one, and this is me messing up. Go in the goalie, open goal, miss. I think that's funny, wait and see the next one. Mark McGee, now have a look and see where the goalie is. The goalie's in there, Mark McGee's there, misses it I don't think, if you just leave it, Alex, I don't think any of that would have saved me, because he was making his mind up, I was getting it. And what used to happen, and Jim McClain was probably a bit the same, when you knew you were in trouble, you used to get and sit in your seat, head down. You know you're in trouble with the guys on both sides just went and left you on your own. And so you'd come in and he had sparkling black shoes, He'd look about, and then his shoes would stop at you. Get your fucking head up. Oh, right, okay. You are a fucking clown. There's no chance of being a football. You should be in Barnum and Bailey's. John Hewitt said, why does he want to be a lawyer? So, then he throws, there was a samovar, the samovar goes down, smashes in front of him, hits his shoes, he decides the cups have got to go to me, throws the cups across there, smacks Willie Miller on the head, hits his perm, and chaos ensued. So right, then he went, right, back to 4-4-2. Back to 4-4-2. It's 2-0 down now at half time. Well, we're 3-0 up, it's now 3-2. We get a penalty in 60 odd minutes. I'm the one that's taking it. And I'm at that corner where he's got the dugout. It's the only time I've ever seen a manager want his own player to miss a goal. He's sitting there like that. Bastard, miss it. So I took it, stuck it in the corner, turned, chased after him, gave it plenty of that, just right up me. And all the boys jumped on me and saved me. But that's the way he was as a man. I loved him as a man. He annoyed me. The funny thing is, when he released me at Man United, and only Ferguson could do this. I was a forerunner for Stam, Beckham, and all the rest of it. We played Notts Forest on the Saturday, went for a couple of drinks with the lads, wee bit of hangover in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, knock on the door. Who's that? I'm in my bedroom, missus. Goes down there he's standing there, Mr. Ferguson. You will never play for Man United again. Never play for them again. You got that? I went, aye. 3 teams want to speak to you. Leeds, this one. Go and see Leeds first. So I went to see Leeds, that was me finished. Never again, disappeared at the door. Went back to my bed, fell asleep again. Woke up about 9. I hope that was a dream. The 2 kids went, what was the manager doing here? Shit, it's not a dream. I saw him about 2 weeks ago. And I said to him, do you realise what you said that? They never said that. I said, you did. And I said, another thing, I helped you win the league at Man United. What do you mean? I said, I helped you win the league. Eric Cantona. I said, what about him? It wasn't for me, when you beat Man United. What do you mean? I said, well, it was a Tuesday morning, and Hal Wilkinson had tried to buy Dennis Irwin. But he said to me, I wasn't obviously fit, I was standing beside the pitch watching the training. So Hal would come up to me and says, how could believe this? Alex Ferguson wants to buy Eric Cantona. I went, get rid of him. So I seen Howard a couple of months ago. He says, you're awfully quick with that, get rid of him, weren't you? I went, yeah, get rid of him. I said, get rid of him. He'd been a pest anyway. Plus, the fact is, there was rumours going about that Mr. Cantona was having an affair with Mrs. Chapman, Leslie Ash. And there's other rumours about that went on about Mrs. Batty. And then it went to Mrs. Speed. And I'm thinking to myself now, my wife's no model, but I think she's in the top 5. She's got a bit of timber on now, right now, but and so that's how Eric ended up at Man United. They went into a fantastic run, become the best team in the world, and my wife never had sex with Eric Cantona. Thank you. Thank you everybody, enjoyed it, hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a great night and well done again for raising money. Fantastic.